social media is killing our minds. What I mean by that is that we're all hooked onto social media. We've been for past decade or so, even more so after COVID. And what I've noticed is we're all seeing the same shit, same stuff the algorithm is feeding us, same posts, same people. We're all consuming the same content. And that leads me to believe that along the way we've lost individuality. What I mean by that is we all think the same thing. We all share the same thoughts about the same subject. When you see a post that might be slightly controversial, your instinct is often to go to the comment section, look at the first couple comments, and you kind of base what you think you should be thinking about that subject based on what people are saying, based on the amount of likes that the comment is getting, right? And then you can go out in public and share that same opinion you saw majority thinking. So we're all just going the same way with the same thoughts on the same subjects we're all seeing. And that's not normal. That's not how it used to be, especially just like if you look back in the day, nobody had access to that much information. Everybody was, they had their own thoughts for themselves. They would have to go out of their way to get information on whatever subject. Now we're just overwhelmed by information, and we just look at like follower counts, likes, blah blah, to give credit to a person's opinion or whatever it is. And sometimes I just wonder, like, for example, like small stuff like, oh, do I want to play that video game, or do I have that thought about having that food, or anything I think about doing, having, whatever. Sometimes it clicks in my mind that, like, hey, what if I'm thinking about doing this thing or having that because I've been conditioned along the way by the algorithm, whatever you want to call it, to think that way. It makes me think that sometimes my thoughts might not even be my thoughts. I'm just thinking because along the way the algorithm makes me think that certain way. And it's just really scary to think about. And you can see how much it damages people with, for example, pretty popular problem, the shortening of attention span. It is insane, like the amount of people that can't watch movies, that can't read a book because they don't get that dopamine hit fast enough. They need something else. Like, for example, the classic example of, you'll scroll on TikTok, see a TikTok, and at the bottom there's like Subway Surfer or some shit, right? Your brain's constantly like looking at a bunch of shit. You're literally overwhelmed with dopamine. You're just hooked to it. And if you do it long enough, it becomes harder to sit through something that's longer, or commit to, let's say, a long-term investment of time to get something like months later or something. For example, grinding in the gym, right, to get the body you want or whatever. It's a long-term commitment. You don't get the results you want fast, right? But you're so used to, for example, again, scrolling, you just get dopamine after dopamine. So you condition your brain to, oh, if I scroll, which is a fast action, very low like amount of effort, you give it dopamine. So it gets used to that fast input, like of scrolling, and fast reward. So then to then tell yourself, oh, you're gonna have to commit like years to that thing to, at the end of it, maybe be satisfied or maybe get dopamine from it. You don't want that anymore. That's not how you work anymore. You've rewired your brain. And that's just fucking awful. Like, it's so new, even though it's been years, it's so new. We don't have research on the effects that it will have in maybe a decade or so. Like, how will it affect generations? And I get so fucking pissed off when I see, let's say I go to the mall and I see fucking kids, practically a fucking baby, with like an iPhone 16 on his hand, just scrolling because the parent doesn't fucking teach it anything, and it's just like, oh, okay, I'll give him a phone so he can distract himself or blah blah. That is the worst. That's basically a fucking spawn kill. Seriously, like, Brother was just born and he's already getting fucking fried in the brain. What the fuck are we doing? What is this? Something went fucking wrong, man. It's fucking stupid. And we also don't know, sorry, how much it damages us to have that much information. You can literally type anything and know immediately. And now it's even easier. You type anything on Google and the AI overview literally just looks at the top couple sites and gives you a summary. We have access to everything so fucking quick. I don't know as humans if we were meant to. Like, it was not like that back in the day. You would only know what's going on in your town or blah blah, and if you don't read the fucking journal, not aware of anything, you're all good. Whereas now I go on fucking X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, I scroll a little bit, for some reason I see some dude getting fucking murdered, or like there's so much negativity that is just fed to us constantly. It is frustrating, but we don't realize it. We think it's normal. You turn on the news channel. If you do that, whatever, probably shouldn't. It's pointless. But it's only negativity. It's only politics. It's only bad stuff. And we just have access to it constantly. And we're just living with negativity constantly of things that don't even concern us. I, like, how could I give you an example? For example, Twitter. I'm on there pretty often, which I'm trying to get better at, like not going on, and I just have information about, oh, that streamer, he went to that restaurant and did that. Like, I know small details about other people's lives that I won't even meet, that I don't even care about, that I don't know, that aren't in my circle. It does not even affect me. And all these small details that I normally shouldn't be knowing, I have all in my brain on top of everything going on in my life, and without us realizing, we may be fucking going crazy slowly and slowly because we know so much. Our brains are like filled with information that we don't need, but we keep going back because we're hooked. Literally, like, our brains is demanding the dopamine without you realizing. That's why you catch yourself grabbing your phone, going on TikTok immediately after waking up or whatever. That is fucking awful. You just keep overfeeding your brain with so much useless crap, dude. When instead you could be chasing something, creating. Creating is so important. And now all we do is consume easy, consumable content, if that makes sense. It's content that's been dumbed down for us to consume easily, and we just keep on doing it. Whether it's a news channel, whether it's shit fucking movies. Like, the movies lately, Hollywood has been fucking garbage because they're just pumping out slop for people to watch and just numb their minds to. And again, social media as a whole, Reels, TikTok, man, it is just fucking garbage. So something's fucking wrong, man. Nobody is really creating something. They go to work for a big corporation that sees them as a fucking number, come home, consume dumbass content, whether it's sitting on the TV eating some shit food and just watching the fucking news channel. Just negativity after a long fucking day of work, instead of, I don't know, journaling, writing, painting, posting content, working out, whatever. Create something of your own. Create something that is yours, that is unique to you. But we've lost that. It's not right. Like, back in the day, for example, all the geniuses, for example, Tesla or Einstein or whatever, if these guys were all just consuming the same shit we are now, and they all share the same thoughts as everybody, they don't think outside the box, sorry, they just do what they're told, and that's it. There's no curiosity because they have all the information left and right. They, like, why bother? We wouldn't have half the shit we have today, because there wouldn't be that need to search for information or discover something new, go out of your way to try things, create. And with us losing all that, I'm worried for, like, the future as a whole. I don't think we understand how much it's doing, but, like, social media and all that, but it's probably very fucking damaging, man, to every single person. Because even if you don't use social media, well, everybody else does. And in all those people, there could be potential for something great to come out of them that won't anymore because they're putting their times into something that's completely useless, gathering information about some totally like useless shit. And it's not right. I don't know. It's so awful to think about. I don't want it to be all like negativity. I'm hoping, I want to say I have a feeling that something will change eventually because I know a lot of people are getting like aware of this, but it's especially worrying, sorry, for me when it comes to kids. I can't stand seeing little children on TikTok, on all these things. It is fucking ridiculous. I'm like speechless. Like, that's damaging, man. Not only to that kid, but to his kids later down the line, throughout his whole life. It's awful. Oh, yeah. Strange world, man. It's fucking stupid. But yeah, these are all my thoughts. Just wanted to rant a little bit. Gonna try to post little videos like that around 10, 15 minutes maybe, just yapping about shit. I don't want it to be all negative. I'll talk about other stuff too, but sometimes I just feel like it's so crazy when you take a look back at the world we live in. It is insane to me that there's not a movement to put an end to it. And not that I want to start that necessarily. I just want to share my thoughts, maybe gather some similar like thinkers. But yeah, man, that's about it. Thank you. If you made it here, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for putting time to watch me. But yeah, kind of ironic, right? Talking about people watching shit, and I'm here posting stuff for people to watch. But anyway, still, if it can spark something in you, then good. All right, peace out.